Hello and a very warm welcome. You're watching Times Now with me, Priya Behel. Today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated one of India's longest expressways in Maharashtra, and while at the inaugural event, he also took a pot shot at the opposition. He said that the focus of politicians and political parties should be development, and taking shortcuts does not serve anybody's interests. Let's first listen into what did the Prime Minister say.
शॉर्टकट अपनाने वाले ये राजनीतिक दल, ये राजनीतिक नेता देश के हर करदाता के सबसे बड़े दुश्मन है, जिनका मकसद सिर्फ सत्ता में आना होता है, जिनका लक्ष्य झूठे वायदे करके सिर्फ सरकार हड़पना होता है, वो कभी देश नहीं बना सकते। आज एक ऐसे समय में जब भारत अगले 25 वर्षों के लक्ष्यों पर काम कर रहा है, तो कुछ राजनीतिक दल अपने निजी स्वार्थ में भारत की अर्थव्यवस्था को तबाह कर देना चाहते हैं। शॉर्टकट से कोई देश चल नहीं सकता। देश की प्रगति के लिए स्थायी विकास, स्थायी समाधान के लिए काम करना, एक लॉन्ग टर्म विजन बहुत ही जरूरी है।
With back-to-back attacks on the opposition, first about their freebie politics and now about taking shortcuts in order to woo voters, the opposition understandably is fuming. First off the block in reacting to the statement is the TMC, hitting out at the Prime Minister Narendra Modi over his attack on shortcut politics. TMC Saket Gokhale tweeted, and I quote, "A man whose party topples elected governments by buying off and threatening MLAs is using central agencies and is talking about shortcut politics." Agree with Modi 100% when he insinuates that his party BJP is the biggest enemy of the country. So there is another interesting twist being given to what Prime Minister Narendra Modi said today. Shivani joins us for more. Shivani, Prime Minister did not really name any political parties, but the kind of reactions coming in will tell us who all are actually taking it otherwise.
Well, yes, here we saw that how Prime Minister clearly indicated that in 2017 as well there was a double-engine sarkar in Maharashtra, and then to the developmental projects were there initiated by the state government. But later, now when the present double-engine sarkar has come to the power in Maharashtra, all of the inaugurations, all of such projects, those were held, those were on hold, are now becoming back on track, and that's why he said clearly that the people...
Shivani, I'm sorry, I'll have to interject you because right now I am joined on this broadcast by Mr. Brij Mohan Srivastava, who is from the NCB, a party that was in the alliance that was in power in Maharashtra. Sir, what is your first reaction to Prime Minister's comments?
Regarding double engine or...
Sir, Prime Minister, when he says that there are certain parties that resort to shortcut politics and that is not the ideal way to go about it.
Actually, I am unable to understand why Honorable Prime Minister has spoken this thing. Because what is the shortcut politics, you know? When political persons are face the public and they got elected on their program and their mandate. So it may, in my opinion, it is simply a slogan to say that it is shortcut politics.
No, but sir, the Prime Minister is saying that there are those people who, when they want to come to power, they make false promises, but once they are elected, they forget all about it and do not fulfill the promises that they have made to the electorate. Do you agree with him?
No, I am not agree with him because on his scale, if I evaluate his statements, previous statement, he himself has spoken so many things. Shortcut politics, he has spoken at that time, we will provide 50 lakh rupees to each and everyone, we will give you 2 crore employment to the unemployed people. So what is this? It is also part of the shortcut politics. He was, at that time, he was choosing that way because he wanted to succeed in that at that time. Therefore, he has spoken this thing. So every politician If he want to go to the public, if he want to face the election, he has to speak something. He has to give some assurance to the people. Sometimes if you sometimes you get the blessing of the people, then you can say that whatever you have spoken, people have accepted. And sometimes if you lose, then so many things come out. इसी को कहते हैं ना, ये जीत की बलिहारी है. तो आज what PM is saying today, why he has not seen going to see the Himachal Pradesh results? Why he has not going to see the Punjab election results? What happened there? They have also promised the people, and they got the mandate. So, in my personal opinion, it is simply a slogan, and Prime Minister has to speak something. So therefore, he is saying this thing, the shortcut politics. He has to define what the meaning of the shortcut in his opinion, and he is not saying clearly that thing. So first, he has to come out and deliberate and explain the meaning of the shortcut politics.
Okay.
This is my personal opinion.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Srivastava, for joining us. Mr. Brij Mohan Srivastava of the NCP says that further clarity is needed as to what really did Prime Minister mean from his comments made when he targeted the opposition parties. But the TMC, however, has no such qualms. They have derived the meaning of it. They are saying that the Prime Minister is talking about BJP itself because they believe in buying out MLAs in order to make governments and topple other parties' government. Shivani still stays on with me. Shivani, have you heard anything from the Shiv Sena or any other political parties on this matter?
Well, yes, of course, from the MV, if you talk about Shiv Sena, then of course no one is coming on record. But yes, off record, they have said that exactly the party who themselves uses central agency shall not talk about the shortcut in politics, and clearly who is using the money of the income taxpayers is what the entire nation knows. So clearly understanding the fact that none of the opposition parties have really digested the fact that somehow or the other way, the shortcut in politics, they have taken it on themselves, and that is why they are also now coming up with a very old and the similar allegation of the central agency being utilized by Bharatiya Janata Party, and that is why Prime Minister Narendra Modi has made that comment over oppositions in Maharashtra. Though equally here he went on saying that people of the Maharashtra shall come ahead and must expose the leaders, those who are utilizing taxpayers' money, those are just interested in power and positions and not in the development of people. He also mentioned very clearly that how earlier when BJP was in alliance in the state government, then two development projects were going on, but after a certain point of time, those projects went on hold, and now when the government is back, they are back on the track of making the state developed, and henceforth clearly saying that people must realize that who are these leaders, and they very well should remain aware that who are the people they are going to vote ahead, and how they have to identify who are the real leaders, those are going to help them grow and develop in the state.
All right, so that is being seen by some as political pitch for the people, which rightly should be. Principally, there can be no two ways in the fact that politicians and politics should be about development and not about shortcuts, making false promises that are not fulfilled later. We move on. Thank you, Shivani, for joining.